Well, good morning, Jaynee. This is just for you, just as a little kickstart to the sort of input that we're likely to be able to do in supporting you and anybody that you help into the DAXI community. Okay, so I guess it's pretty straightforward to say that some of us in our learning about cryptocurrency have had some ups and downs along the way. Some people have recognized an opportunity and got involved only to have a learning experience happen that didn't turn out the way they'd hoped it would. For me, it has been a journey of ups and downs, but something as huge as this is a new paradigm we're talking about here, and something as huge as this, you're going to get a little bit of that. Now, the thing is that our whole lives financially have always been about banks. You know, in the life that we've lived, we've always had a bank as being the rock bottom stable setup that relates to everything of money. If you want to buy a car, a house, or do anything, get your wages or whatever, it all goes into this central place called a bank, and that's been our way of life. That's about to change. You know, the world has had a good look now over 10 years, and more appropriately, really over the last 2 years, and we're in the middle of a fundamental paradigm change that is nothing like anything we've seen in our lives. Now, there's no doubt about it. Governments are issuing licenses. Finance companies, organisations, governments all around the world universally are accepting and endorsing the use of cryptocurrency as a legitimate currency for all the purposes that any money is used for. And as we see and roll out, you'll see that there are a lot of advantages in doing this for everybody concerned. New ways to do things and far more efficient ways and so forth. So the opportunity now is that you have a bunch of banks, traditional money, and now you have, and you have had really, that we haven't been up to this, a whole platform of what we call crowdfunding. Hundreds of millions of dollars in this sector that we don't know much about. A lot of people do, and a lot of people have invested there. It's an alternative to banks. Legal, accepted universally around the world as a possibility. Uber, the big system now for renting. What's it called? Anyway, the big one that's there. I'll think of it in a minute. But a whole bunch of things there. This whole industry with hundreds of billions of dollars involved has been created as an alternative to banks. Crowdfunding, enterprise crowdfunding. You can look those both up on Google. Just go to it. There's beautiful explanations there. Simple. There's some long ones, but beautiful, simple ones, simple animated ones, which talks about the paradigm change, the game-changing concept of enterprise or enterprise crowdfunding. We're involved in that industry now with what we're building with DAXI. Only in a unique way, we're expanding that huge popular part of our finance situation worldwide and including now cryptocurrency. Now, we're the first to do that. There's nobody doing that yet. There will be plenty to follow us, but Ed Ludbrook and his team, having the 30 years experience they've got, have got in and recognised this opportunity and created it for us. Now, it's very simple. You're going to help people create a free account with DAXI. They're going to get 1,000 free coins. They can then decide to have a look around, do the education of a simple. Why would they do this, by the way? Well, the fundamentals, again, let's go back to our banks. All of us are looking to see if we can better our position wherever we are in the world. We're saving money, putting it in a bank. We're earning money, putting it in a bank. We're buying real estate, getting the money from a bank. Okay? And then we find in 2018-19, the banks are up for a royal commission, and we find out we're dealing with people that really should be called banksters. Shocking things going on. Now, it doesn't make any difference, but it certainly, in terms of the way the banks work, But we now know as well that the Australian government has moved to allow the banks to use our savings and our money if they get in trouble. You know, if another GFC happens, they can, on Sunday night, decide they need to take all our savings and to use those savings to bolster up their bank on the promise of giving it back to us at some stage. Now that, if you think about that, it's not hard to find that that is absolutely 100% true. If you look up or go searching for the CFC reports, you'll see that's documented. It's a fait accompli. Now, I'm not comfortable about that, and neither are a lot of people I know. I don't want my super exposed to that sort of thing. So this concept is creating an alternative community, an alternative banking kind of community that uses this cryptocurrency. The cryptocurrency is now accepted by governments, stock exchanges around the world. The biggest banks in the world are now creating their own cryptocurrency and being involved in the game. DAXI has an Australian issued license, government compliant license, to create and do what it's doing as an alternative to Australian dollars, the normal money. It just gives us a platform to create our own cryptocurrency fund platform that we can use to invest and to do things with, but most of all in the short term, to take advantage of the rise in cryptocurrency. We can put $100 in. We can get in initially for free, have a look around, see all the education, talk to people, discover what's going on, and then we can go, okay, we're going to put $100 in here. Now, if you'd have put $100 in December last year, you would now have over $200 worth of value there based on what has happened in the market since with this cryptocurrency. I can't emphasize enough for this right time, right place position. You can put $100 in there, you can put $1,000 in, put whatever you want in there. People come through and they say, we'll put $100 in, we'll do the education, check it all out. Oh my God, it's gone up 60%. Maybe we should sell some things in the garage or that car that's been sitting out on the driveway for I'm here with a friend now who's selling his car, his old car. He can turn that money into an investment that is going to change the course of the value of that car sitting out there. Safely, you know, it is as safe as it is in a bank. So there's something to learn here, and there's some money to make. There's an improvement to be made here. There's some effective use of things that are around that are sitting doing nothing. Sell them, put the money into the DAXI Community Bank. You can invest in some of the blue chip cryptocurrency that the US stock exchange, the NASDAQ, and whatever are going to be trading within weeks, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. And we can do it simple, and we can teach people how to do this and better their position. That's what we're about. Now, if any one of your friends needs some help or more explanation on this, we'll be running Zoom calls, and they can get on and have a good look and see what they think. And it's not one of those things we're getting people in a headlock and dragging them across the line. It's an opportunity that betters anything that's out there. There's no doubt about that. And we're talking about an organisation that has government licensing. It's not any more risky than you putting the money in anything else. And you can sneak in with a little bit, have a little look around, and then grow wherever you want to grow. So I hope this helps. I'm looking forward to helping you along the way, and I'm so proud of you for your attitude, the way you are trying to help people, and so forth. And I'm backing you. I think it's wonderful, and I wish you all the best in your venture with this. I know it's going to work for you. I'm positive of that, and I look forward to being part of your team. Thank you, love.